Hey Yankees fans, buckle up because the Bronx is buzzing with activity, and we've got updates that are making waves faster than a fastball down middle. Just a few hours ago, news broke that the New York Yankees have made a move that has everyone talking, and not just because it's another minor league signing. Former All-Star infielder Paul DeJong is now part of the Yankees organization, joining on a minor league contract that includes an invitation to Major League spring training. For some, this might seem like a routine addition, but for those who follow the sport closely, it's one of those stories that comes with a twist. Paul DeJong is 32, and most fans remember him from his impactful years with the St. Louis Cardinals between 2017 and 2023. His rookie season still stands out as a moment when he showed the potential to be a consistent star in the infield. But the real story here is the history, the narrative that makes this signing fascinating. Back in 2011, DeJong famously posted on social media that he hated the Yankees. Yes, the very same player who once declared that he despised the pinstripes is now wearing them. And it's safe to say the internet had a field day with the irony. His journey since leaving St. Louis has been a roller coaster. Traded to the Toronto Blue Jays during the 2023 trade deadline, that old post resurfaced and went viral. Blue Jays fans, of course, loved the drama, welcoming him with open arms, but the move didn't pan out as anyone might have hoped. DeJong managed just 3 hits in 44 at-bats with Toronto before being released 20 days later. After that brief stint, he bounced around the league, putting in time with the San Francisco Giants, Chicago White Sox, Kansas City Royals, and most recently, the Washington Nationals in 2025, where he posted a 642 on-base plus slugging percentage in 57 games. So why bring him to the Yankees? It's all about depth, versatility, and experience. Anthony Volpe is recovering from left shoulder surgery and is expected to miss the early part of the season, which leaves the infield stretched thin. DeJong naturally plays shortstop, but over the past few years, he has demonstrated the ability to cover third base, second base, and even first base when necessary. That kind of flexibility is invaluable for a team aiming to maintain competitiveness while navigating injuries and other roster challenges. During this period, utility man Jose Caballero is likely to get considerable playing time at shortstop, but having a veteran like DeJong competing for a bench role ensures that the team has options and safeguards against unforeseen setbacks. And let's not forget his power potential. In 2024, he hit 24 home runs over 139 games, something rare for a middle infielder. That kind of pop can make a difference, especially in tight games where one swing could turn the tide. The Yankees are also welcoming back Amed Rosario on a $2.5 million deal, adding further infield versatility and a reliable right-handed bat. Meanwhile, utility man Oswaldo Cabrera is expected to be fully healthy after an ankle fracture sidelined him last May. All signs point to the Yankees taking a low-risk, high-reward approach, giving a veteran player a chance to revive his career while bolstering organizational depth without committing financially to the 40-man roster. From a strategic perspective, this is a smart move. Paul DeJong is at a crossroads in his career. If he can recapture the form he displayed in his early Cardinals days, when he hit 285 with an 857 on-base plus slugging percentage and finished second in Rookie of the Year voting behind Cody Bellinger, the Yankees could be getting a gem for very little cost. It's the kind of signing that can quietly pay dividends over the season, especially as the lineup evolves and young talent begins to settle in. Naturally, opinions among fans are mixed. While some are thrilled about the potential contributions of a versatile veteran, others remain concerned about the overall direction of the offseason. Outside of this move, the team has not added many external players to the 40-man roster, with the exception of Rule 5 draft pick and reliever Cade Winquist. For some supporters, it appears that ownership is more focused on staying under the luxury tax threshold rather than making big, attention-grabbing moves. Yet history has shown that the Yankees often find ways to make strategic adjustments that don't necessarily involve headline-grabbing signings, but still improve the team's competitiveness significantly. On the subject of bigger names, the Yankees have not been quiet behind the scenes. The negotiations for Cody Bellinger, one of the most dynamic outfielders in recent seasons, have intensified. The team has submitted a second formal offer to Bellinger, signaling a serious intent to bring back the slugger who dominated in 2025. Last season, he belted 29 home runs across 152 games, making Yankee Stadium's short right field porch his personal playground. He also provided elite defense in the corner outfield, making him a perfect fit for the team both offensively and defensively. Weeks of negotiation had led to a standstill, with fans on edge and anxious about whether he would return. Now, with a second offer on the table, there's reason for cautious optimism that the Yankees are close to reaching an agreement. The urgency comes not just from internal desire, but also from the competitive environment of the American League East. Rival teams have been active in free agency, pressuring New York to respond decisively to maintain their edge in the division. Bringing Bellinger back addresses a critical need in the lineup and solidifies the outfield while keeping the team balanced for the upcoming season. Beyond Bellinger, the Yankees have maintained communication regarding ace pitcher Freddie Peralta from the Milwaukee Brewers, but the likelihood of adding two starting pitchers in the same offseason seems minimal. The team is clearly prioritizing targeted reinforcements to address the most pressing needs without overextending resources. Another key area of focus is the starting rotation, which has become a critical concern due to injuries. Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, and Clark Schmidt are all recovering from elbow issues and are expected to miss significant portions of the early season. Cole and Rodon may return around May, while Schmidt is projected for a mid-season comeback. That leaves the Yankees facing a rotation gap at the start of the year, and management is looking to fill that void aggressively. Edward Cabrera, the 27-year-old right-hander from the Miami Marlins, has emerged as a top target. Coming off his career-best season, Cabrera posted an 8-7 record with a 3.53 earned run average and 150 strikeouts over 137 and two-thirds innings. His performance, combined with 3 years of team control and a salary of just $3.75 million, makes him an appealing option for the Yankees. However, competition for his services is heating up, with the New York Mets and Chicago Cubs also expressing interest, creating a tense backdrop to the negotiations. While injuries have affected Cabrera's recent availability, his potential contribution to a rotation alongside Max Fried, Luis Gil, Cam Schlittler, and Will Warren is undeniable. The Yankees are aware that decisive action is required if they hope to secure him and ensure the rotation starts the season strong. So here we are, Yankees universe. Between the surprising addition of Paul DeJong, the intensifying negotiations to retain Cody Bellinger, and the potential trade for Edward Cabrera with the Mets lurking nearby, the offseason has shifted into a new phase. What once seemed quiet and uneventful is now charged with activity, and the pace of news is picking up dramatically. The Bronx is alive with anticipation, and fans have every reason to stay tuned as these stories continue to unfold, shaping what promises to be a season full of drama, excitement, and high-stakes baseball. As the Yankees continue to shape their roster for the upcoming season, every move now carries significant weight, and the front office is clearly showing a willingness to adapt on the fly. The addition of Paul DeJong, while initially surprising to some, is just one piece of a broader strategy that balances short-term needs with long-term flexibility. Young's versatility offers a safety net in the infield, but the organization's attention is clearly on the bigger picture, re-establishing dominance in the American League East while preparing for the grind of a 162-game season. Depth is crucial, especially in a league where injuries can reshape a team's fortunes overnight, and the Yankees are attempting to anticipate challenges before they materialize. With key players recovering from injuries and others vying for roles, the coaching staff will have to manage playing time carefully to maintain performance without overextending anyone, and that delicate balance could determine whether the team sustains momentum through the first few months of the season. Beyond the minor league signings, the Yankees' negotiations with Cody Bellinger remain at the forefront of fan attention, and it's easy to see why. Bellinger is not just a power hitter. He is a game-changer, capable of influencing both offense and defense at a level few players can match. His familiarity with Yankee Stadium's dimensions, combined with his ability to cover ground in the outfield, makes him a unique asset that seamlessly fits into the team's strategic vision. While discussions have seen multiple back and forths, the fact that the Yankees submitted a second formal offer underscores the seriousness of their intent. The pressure is mounting, not only from within, but also from rival teams that are actively pursuing free agents and evaluating every opportunity to strengthen their own rosters. In a division as competitive as the American League East, hesitation can cost dearly, and the Yankees know that securing Bellinger could prevent their rivals from gaining an edge while solidifying their own lineup for a potential postseason run. Fans have debated the wisdom of investing in high-profile players versus fostering homegrown talent, but the consensus is clear. Bellinger's proven performance at the major league level makes him worth the commitment, particularly when balanced against the relatively limited financial risk compared to other free agents. Meanwhile, the rotation remains a critical focus, and the potential acquisition of Edward Cabrera could be transformative. With Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, and Clark Schmidt sidelined at the start of the season, the Yankees are entering a period where every start and every inning will be closely scrutinized. Cabrera, at 27, represents both a short-term solution and a longer-term asset, offering stability while the team waits for injured stars to return. His career-high statistics in the previous season demonstrate his ability to handle a full workload effectively, and his presence could elevate the performance of the rotation as a whole. The competitive landscape complicates matters, with the Mets and Cubs expressing interest, which means the Yankees must act decisively if they hope to secure him. Every day that negotiations linger increases the risk of losing out to another contender, and the organization's leadership is fully aware that timing is just as critical as the offer itself. Cabrera's potential addition is not just about statistics. It's about strategic positioning, ensuring that the Yankees can remain competitive while injuries temporarily limit their options. In addition to these headline moves, the broader roster construction is equally intriguing. Amed Rosario's return adds important infield flexibility, while Oswaldo Cabrera's recovery brings back a player who can provide value both offensively and defensively. The Yankees are carefully considering how each piece fits together, weighing experience, versatility, and upside. Utility players like Jose Caballero may not grab headlines, but their ability to cover multiple positions gives the coaching staff the freedom to optimize matchups and manage workload strategically. This nuanced approach may not always make front-page news, but it's often what separates a playoff team from the rest of the league. Baseball is a game of adjustments, and those who can adapt to injury, performance slumps, or unexpected developments are the teams that thrive over the long season. By cultivating a mix of veterans and versatile players, the Yankees are positioning themselves to weather the inevitable challenges that come with a grueling major league schedule. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the baseball world, the New York Yankees have reportedly set their sights on one of the game's most feared hitters, Kyle Tucker. Sources close to the organization suggest that the Yankees front office is preparing a blockbuster bid that could redefine the balance of power in the American League. Tucker, already known for his imposing combination of power, speed, and defensive savvy, has been a nightmare for pitchers and fielders alike, and whispers around the league indicate that New York is willing to go to extraordinary lengths to secure his services. The speculation has fueled endless debate among fans and analysts. Could the Yankees' storied lineup become even more formidable with Tucker patrolling the outfield and threatening every pitch with his bat? Observers point out that Tucker's presence would instantly create a new dynamic in the Bronx, forcing opposing managers to rethink their pitching strategies and defensive alignments. Some insiders suggest that the move is part of a broader plan to revitalize the Yankees roster and reassert dominance over an increasingly competitive league. Adding to the intrigue is Tucker's versatility. Known not only for his slugging prowess, but also for his ability to cover ground and make spectacular catches, he embodies the kind of all-around talent that can change the trajectory of season. Rumors hint that the Yankees have been quietly scouting him for months, and discussions behind closed doors could already be reaching advanced stages. Whether this is a strategic bluff or a serious bid, the baseball world is watching closely, and social media is ablaze with speculation about how the acquisition might shake up rival teams. While no official confirmation has emerged, the mere possibility of Tucker donning pinstripes has reignited the age-old question. When the Yankees want a player, can anyone realistically stand in their way? League executives, agents, and fans are all trying to gauge how far New York might be willing to go, and whether this potential addition signals a new era of dominance, or simply another bold headline in the Yankees' long history of audacious moves. One thing is certain: if Kyle Tucker ends up in New York, the MLB landscape will never look the same again. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.